Da bin ich. Mit der dritten Folge Slay the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Ja, das hatten wir ja alle schon. So, welche Option hatte ich noch nicht? Explore wird wahrscheinlich alles nicht so wirklich was bringen. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Proceed into the cabin. Ich werde jetzt ein bisschen mehr immer skippen, zumindest am Anfang.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
Ja, das nehme ich diesmal nicht mit.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Das klingt schon mal anders, glaube ich.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Oh no. Ja, ich sehe jetzt schon, wo das hinführt.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Oh boy. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Ja, you and me both.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Na, mal gucken, ob sie sich jetzt erschreckt, so wie ich aussehe.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful.
Naja.
How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Something like this.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Ja, ein Mess. Oh.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Zu dem Metal Gear Solid 3 Bosskampf. Okay, merkwürdig. I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Es soll ja angeblich immerhin eine Love Story sein.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Ja, das habe ich irgendwie erwartet, dass ich jetzt wieder nach oben gehe.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, ich weiß nicht, ob mir das vorher schon klar war, aber der Narrator scheint auch nicht die Person zu sein, die hierfür verantwortlich ist. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Also sie versucht ihr Bestes, um unschuldig auszusehen. Was sie vielleicht ja sogar auch ist in dieser Situation.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Oh, get cut.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Well,
Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Ja. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
How unexpected. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Ja.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Kommt jetzt ein anderer Held mit einem Messer, oder?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Es wäre natürlich ein bisschen interessanter vielleicht gewesen, wenn sie nicht sofort wie ein Wolf sich irgendwie selbst aufgegessen hätte. Ich habe gar keine Wahl, okay. Save the princess.
Fine.
Ja.
Against your better judgment,
Okay.
you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Above the unyielding chain? Naja, weiß ich nicht.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Ich bin gespannt, in was für eine Art von Gegner sie sich verwandeln wird in den nächsten Szenen. Noch habe ich nämlich nicht so wirklich eine Ahnung.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Außer vielleicht ein Zombie.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours,
Immerhin.
blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay. Approach the locked door. Vielleicht kann sie die ja auch aufessen.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Er hat also doch Agency, oder wie? Der Narrator.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Hat der Narrator Agency über meinen Körper, oder wie?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Oder hat der Narrator die Kontrolle über die Story und die Story, da ich ja Teil davon bin, hat er dann indirekt die Kontrolle über mich.
Watch me.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Ja. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Ja.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Was machen wir? Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Mach ich.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Ja, auf ganz vielen Ebenen bin ich das nicht, ja.
She nervously
Ooh.
reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Jetzt bringt sie mich oder wie?
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Ja, so sollte das auch sein.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, so vielleicht aber nicht.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Nee, es ist nur ein Messer, also so schwer kann es ja nicht sein.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Rivulets? Das habe ich noch nie gehört, okay. Wenn ich das nicht vergesse, muss ich mir das später angucken, was das bedeutet.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark.
And you die. Chapter 2, The Damsel. Ich nehme mal an, das ist sie
You're on a
und nicht
path
ich.
in the woods.
Yes.
You're here to slay her.
Yes. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead.
Oh, okay.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Okay. The Smitten. Wobei ich mir nicht ganz sicher bin, was das bedeutet.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The four of us. Die Prinzessin, der Smitten, der Hero und ich der Spieler? Weil den Narrator kann er ja nicht meinen.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Oh, warum nicht?
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Oh, fuck him. Turn around and leave. Ist das eine Option? Ich weiß es nicht. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before you,
No.
she will lie.
Yes.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Ich habe schon mal gesagt, aber dass das halt ein Voice Actor ist für alle Charaktere. Außer die Prinzessin. Ist ein bisschen...
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but
Langweilig.
not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Kept quiet.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Würde ich gerne, würde ich gerne. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Oh,
The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Jetzt ist sie also eine richtige Prinzessin mit einem richtigen Schloss, in dem sie hier eingeschlossen ist.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ja, Ich bin mir nicht sicher, ob ich das Messer nehmen sollte. Aber wie immer berühren wir den Spiegel oder versuchen es
Walk up to
zumindest.
the wall next to the basement door.
Ja.
What are you talking about?
Ja. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward,
Ja.
rub your... But there was a mirror a second ago.
Ja,
And now it's gone.
okay.
Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Okay. Also den Zweig habe ich ja jetzt damit gestartet, nicht das Messer zu nehmen. Ich gehe einfach wieder ohne Messer rein. Und wenn das Messer dann doch irgendwie nötig ist, wird es mir bestimmt wieder einfach hinterhergeworfen. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Das klingt doch romantisch.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Oh.
Hello? Is someone there?
Erinnert sie sich ab da nicht schon an uns? Müsste sie nicht wissen, dass ich das bin?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Ja, it's Wedding Witch all over again. Nur ohne große Brüste und Hüften. Wo bin ich?
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Also besser sieht sie nicht aus. Sie hat nur ein schöneres Kleid.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Ja, sie lügt auf jeden Fall, weil wir sind hundertprozentig immer noch irgendein Reptil.
And she called us a hero.
Oh,
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
yes.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Also es ist auf jeden Fall sehr interessant, wenn die Stimmen einfach nur miteinander argumentieren und die Story nicht vorangebracht wird dadurch.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Ja,
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Ja, Undertale hat ein paar Spiele anscheinend inspiriert.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Yes.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Würde ich gerne, aber ich muss ja weiter zuhören anscheinend. Oh, Videospiele. Okay, I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Ohne Messer? Okay.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Das sieht für mich aber nicht so aus.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Okay, mache ich. Ich drücke meine Daumen in ihre Augäpfel. Oder auch nicht. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Jetzt hat sie so ein richtiges Anime-Gesicht. Okay. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Ja.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Perfect.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Ja.
I'm not so sure.
Oh Mann. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Yeah, I get it. She doesn't give a fuck.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Oh. Das kann natürlich sein, ja. Ja.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Rescue the princess.
No.
Oh.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yes.
I would if you had a weapon.
Ha.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Also bis jetzt mag ich ihn am wenigsten. Warum auch immer.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to it if I were you.
He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Sie sieht wirklich besser aus als sonst. Das war der korrekte Weg.
I can't believe it. I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that
Ja.
of a true
Ja.
believer.
Ja, okay, ja.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank
Und
you.
jetzt?
Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Smothering.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Yes.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love?
Also irgendwie drehen die sich hier im Kreis, habe ich das Gefühl. Ja, ich habe keine Waffe. Punkt.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
No.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Mhm.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Also ich glaube, dieser Weg, den ich hier eingeschlagen habe, der eignet sich eigentlich am besten als den allerersten Weg, den man nehmen sollte, aber naja.
And then she shrugs.
And then the world ends.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Ich habe das Gefühl, wenn wir gehen, dann wird einfach alles resettet. Vielleicht. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Hat sich hier Artstyle gerade verändert? Auf jeden Fall ist die Musik jetzt auch anders.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Irgendwie gefällt mir das hier gerade nicht.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Ich habe da, ja, ja, Artstyle wird immer simpler und ihre Augen werden immer größer. Oh.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Hilfe.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
Ha, das war's schon. Merkwürdig. Noch sehe ich das Bigger Picture nicht.
No. She was our perfect match.
Naja.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you've always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Preen? Mhm. Approach. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side, it's going to be nice. Weiß ich nicht, aber okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust her. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. Wir lösen uns also auf. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Shit's on fire. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold.
Cool.
To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Ja, finde ich auch.
All of me is changing.
Ja, darum geht's.
And yet the rest of me is still the same.
Okay, you can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. Okay.
And yet my waters flow and
Yeah.
my streets bustle.
Oh.
There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. Das ist auch eine Contradiction.
It
Vielleicht.
does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
The more we journey. Journey ist also auch ein Verb. Okay. Ich lerne nie aus. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Gerade das Gefühl, dass wir am Ende auch einfach nur dann verschmelzen. Oder vielleicht im Sinne von, dass wir die ganze Zeit auch nur eine Person waren und nicht zwei.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me. Even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate.
Ja.
You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
I molded her. Okay. Habe ich die anderen auch geformt? Indirekt ja schon, durch meine Aktion und was ich gewählt habe.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Yep. Now be gone, bitch. I am ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Easy. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess, and a lot of skipping.
You're on a path.
Skip,
You're here.
skip. Jetzt habe ich halt wirklich keine Ahnung, was ich als nächstes machen könnte. Aber es wurde ja irgendwie auch schon gesagt, dass ich keine Optionen habe, die sich wiederholen würden. Hoffe ich. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Epic Loot, okay. Can you tell me what my price is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it.
Oh.
It's a special reward.
Ja.
Just for you.
Oh.
And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Geil. Machen wir. Oder soll ich da noch genauer drauf eingehen? Nee, kann ich nicht. Turn around and leave. Ja, das könnte ich auch machen. Aber jetzt bin ich natürlich geil auf den Reward. Viva la Revolution etc.
That's the spirit.
Ja.
You make your way at
Skip.
warning.
Skip.
She will lie.
Skip.
We're not gonna go
Skip.
ignore him.
Skip. Was könnte ich... Skip. Skip.
The antique
Skip.
blade.
Skip. Na gut, ich nehme das Messer. Take the blade.
You take the
Skip. Skip. Skip.
the door to the base
Skip.
of her voice.
Skip.
Who's there?
Me.
She sounds dangerous.
Skip.
Don't let it
Skip. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Skip.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Skip.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are.
Ja,
Are you here to kill me or something?
das hatten wir schon mal. Why am I here? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Whoops.
That isn't a good idea.
Nicht
Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
talking.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare.
Habe ich das Messer schon mal fallen gelassen?
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we...
Skip. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Talk. Na gut.
Against
Yeah.
your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Irgendwie kommt mir das doch bekannt vor. Jetzt bin ich mir unsicher.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Das kommt mir auch bekannt vor. Oh Mann. Na gut, there's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Shut up.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Deflect. Oh. Na gut. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Das glaube ich nicht.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Daran kann ich mich auch erinnern, ja.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any
Das
other
hat
number of
sie,
good
glaube ich, auch
things
schon mal
that I'm sure you
gesagt.
think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Ich kann mir gut vorstellen, dass das vielleicht das allererste Gespräch war, was ich mit ihr hatte. Und dann habe ich sie halt versucht zu töten. Jetzt sind wir hier wieder bei dem ersten Branch. Ja. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I didn't ask you.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yes, a blind trust.
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Nope.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Cute.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Yep.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Good point. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
Nice.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Yep.
Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs.
Yes.
This would have been so much
Yes.
easier for whom?
Yes.
Easier for
Yes.
everyone.
Hallo.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
You are so intelligent and observant.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Also doch cut her out of here. Okay, okay. Oh, Dyslexie. Oh nein, welches ist das Richtige? Save the Princess.
Against your better judgment.
God damn it, das ist doch jetzt
place
wieder
the blade
derselbe
against the
Branch, oder
princess's
nicht?
arm. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and she didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. How is she so composed after...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Was ist jetzt als nächstes passiert? Ich weiß es jetzt schon gar nicht mehr. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes
Ach
are
so,
too
ja,
high.
dann
You
kontrolliert
can't just
er
let
mich.
her escape into the... As the princess approaches the
Oh,
bottom
Mann.
stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You watch me.
Slay the princess.
You bring the blade down.
Das war ja
and
einfach.
plunge it into the
Okay.
princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you.
Ja, ich habe Angst, dass das jetzt in demselben Zeug endet.
Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one.
Ja, der Knochen würde sicherlich auch gute Arbeit leisten.
But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Okay. Oh, ich kann einfach aufgeben. Ne, slay the princess.
Thank you.
Yes.
You swing your arm towards her
Yoink.
throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it.
Fuck.
She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice.
Ich glaube, wir hören gleich wieder Knochenbrechergeräusche.
The blade. Pathetically.
Pathetic.
She lets go.
Oh, fuck.
Faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering
Bone
haymaker.
shattering, natürlich.
There's a
That-
ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone when
Yeah, I get it.
your jaw
Bones
in your
are-
body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves.
Na, immerhin. Dann fühle ich ja nicht so viel.
You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again.
We're about to be executed.
Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter. with
Yeah, I
every
get it.
impact,
My
unknown
bones.
notches blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
Oh, okay, thanks.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
Ja, jetzt erzählt er mir, wie meine Rippen, Knochen gebrochen werden, etc. pp.
Her knee falls to your throat, your
Oh.
windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly
How
possess.
unexpected, okay.
It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark,
And you
and you die.
Mal gucken, ob jetzt irgendwas anders ist. Das klingt anders. Chapter 2, The Tower. Stimmt, The Damsel hieß das vorher.
Woods, you're
Skip.
here to slay.
Skip. Also abhauen einfach ist eine Option, die ich mir für das nächste Mal aufhebe. Proceed to the cabin. Oh look,
warning.
it's the cabin.
She will
Skip.
lie.
Skip.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Complete submission.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Ja, aber noch nie gelesen, so ein Satz. Good writing.
You're being annoying.
Shut up.
Just ignore their bickering and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her.
I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Hatte bis jetzt jede neue Stimme immer recht? Das denke ich gerade. Also der komische Labertyp hat sich ja in sie verliebt und als ich ihr dann geholfen habe, hat das geendet. Der allererste war der kalte, wo man richtig mit ihr gekämpft hatte. Ja, vielleicht muss ich immer das machen, was die neuen Stimmen sagen.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
Ah, terrible, yes, indeed.
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Saving the world? What about my reward? Ich glaube, das kriege ich nicht mehr. Proceed into the...
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Er hat doch gesagt, wir sollen, ne, ihr zu Füßen fallen. Warum soll ich dann nicht auf die Cabin zugehen? Verstehe ich nicht.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Altar, das würde ich eher als Pillar bezeichnen, aber okay. Ha. Wir sind auch richtig klein geworden, oder nicht? Weil der Spiegel hängt viel weiter oben. Ja.
The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so small?
Man hat gerade mal so 2 Sätze Zeit, bevor das Spiel es einem einfach direkt sagt. Aber immerhin 2 Sätze. Besser als 0.
We don't feel small.
Ah, Plot Twist. Wenn ich mich hier unterwerfe, dann brauche ich ja das Messer nicht. You didn't say anything about the mirror, etc.
That's because there isn't
There
a
is
mirror.
no mirror.
There's
Definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Who cares if there's
Who
a mirror?
cares?
For the last time, you're not
Okay, das hätte ich vielleicht nicht skippen sollen. Kann ich zurückgehen?
And luckily for you, there
No.
isn't a mirror. So no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
Mhm.
Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
How nice.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Ah. The plot thickens. Maybe. Maybe. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Please don't. I'd rather the princess kill us again than see how
Oh,
dreadful
man.
we are.
Ja.
I care less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Ja.
I'm not lying to you.
Ja. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next.
Ja.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand
Oh, the
against
mirror
the
is
cabin
gone.
wall.
Oh no.
I hope you know how we should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Ich gehe ohne Messer rein. Enter the basement.
No blade this time.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed.
Maybe.
Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice.
Surprisingly so.
It's still a stone basement.
Oh.
If the princess lives here, slaying
probably
those probably
don't
don't
have
hurt. A
to.
booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Booming.
Is that a guest I hear?
Oh.
Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Witness me. Oh. Habe ich schon mal erwähnt, dass das wie ein Rule 34 Voice Actor klingt? Nee, habe ich nicht. Das habe ich jetzt zum ersten Mal erwähnt.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming.
Ja.
She wasn't like this last time.
Ja.
You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Ja, der Broken hat recht, ja.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Tempel. Na, was passiert jetzt, wenn ich jetzt den Finger hier bewege? Klick.
The princess towers over you,
Naja.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her
Naja.
figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Also, ich hätte mehr erwartet.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Kneeling and begging.
I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet.
Ja, ne?
And more than a little disappointing.
Oh.
She's disappointed in us?
Ah, damn it.
Kneel.
Oh. Yes.
On her command,
Okay.
you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Warum Bird? Yes, let's talk.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart.
Oh.
It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Ja, das ist jetzt natürlich interessant, weil ihr das zu sagen, dass die Welt endet, das hat ja nicht unbedingt mit diesem speziellen Run zu tun. Wäre das dann also möglich, dass sie das in jedem Run hätte sagen können, im zweiten Encounter dann, je nachdem was sie ist? Oder nee, unabhängig davon, was sie ist?
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Okay.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Ja, wow, so eine Art von Plotline habe ich ja noch nie gehört in irgendeinem JRPG. Ui.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Ja.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right. She's right. We've been here before.
Oh, really?
And we've died here before.
Ah.
Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us
Yeah.
to help her. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
Yes.
He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? Well, I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
No.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Easy, no problem. I'm yours to command. Pledge yourself to her.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Könnte besser sein, aber für mich reicht's.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
Soll ich daran knabbern oder...
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
Mo.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
So close, ja, aber wie soll ich sie denn töten ohne Waffe und wenn ich so klein bin? Und anscheinend nur ein Vogel oder was auch immer.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
Meint sie den Narrator oder irgendwas, was ich nicht verstehe?
Is that a person?
Hä?
No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Meint sie den Broken?
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Sie ist jetzt also so göttlich und mächtig, dass sie den Narrator wahrnehmen kann. So schon mal etwas.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Na, endlich bin ich ihn mal los. Wow. Voice und Acting.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
Okay.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Oh. Break her chains. Blub.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Klingt gut.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Ja. Take her hand. Das hat ja nicht lange angehalten. Ich konnte sie ja nicht mal anfassen. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
Ja,
And there's that.
ja. Approach the mirror. Ja. 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 You've unraveled. Ja. Ja. Ich höre Musik. Approach her. Hallo.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. Ach ja. And he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? Fragezeichen?
No,
Oh.
their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new.
Ja.
Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Das glaube ich irgendwie nicht. Ja toll, ich kann nur sagen, he does, ja, okay. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact, says the gamer.
I am on the cusp of my awakening.
Oh,
Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
mayhaps. Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Okay. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we are real?
We are real.
Okay.
Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something,
Ja.
but nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Ja. Das denke ich mir auch immer. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is dominance.
Ja.
A figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One.
Oh,
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
dann wird die nächste Folge wohl die letzte Folge. Und ich hoffe, die endet nicht nach 20 Minuten schon. Das wäre ein bisschen traurig. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Ja, das Problem ist nur, ich weiß nicht, was jetzt noch fehlen würde, außer dass ich einfach umdrehe, genau. Das wollte ich machen. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back, I'm just going to stay here forever if I have to. Hätte ich vielleicht erstmal lesen sollen, bevor ich es vorlese. Nee, das will ich nicht machen. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Maybe, ja.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay, bis dann. Joink. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Save File.
You're on a path.
Nee. Speichern und bye.